Hello everybody, Andy here again. Well, this is one of those videos that I've been wanting to make for a few days, I think, after Gary himself, Anakin1814, got in touch with me about his hater problem a few days ago, as he did with lots of other people, and I, like myself, flagged the channel, flagged the background to the channel and background graphics, which Gary has mentioned in his video. Unfortunately, we heard that nothing had been done, and it's obviously evident now that nothing has been done throughout the whole time that this has been going on, and to me that makes me very, very angry, and also very, very sad in a way as well. YouTube is a very big company, we all know that, and they've been taken over by Google, we all know that, and it's all about money, etc. We can be very, very cynical about this whole thing and talk about how if it was one of the partners, if it was a copyright issue, if it was a porn issue, this would be dealt with very, very quickly, and we've seen that happening. We've seen ominous sort of ways that videos and channels and accounts have been closed, etc., etc., for fairly trivial things, and yet when it comes to something which potentially is life-threatening, what happens? Nothing. I personally think that a lot of these haters are just hiding behind their anonymity. They don't realise the trouble, the hurt that they cause to people like Gary, and lots of others have sort of raised their heads as well. We know Gary isn't the only one, unfortunately. He isn't the first, and unfortunately I don't think he will be the last unless things change. But a lot of these haters, I don't think they realise. They think it's maybe it's a bit of fun. They can hide behind things. I've actually had contact with the person who Gary has had all the problems with. He actually left me a hater comment on my channel, as I know he did other people as well, and he actually sent me a message, a comment on my channel, apologising for that. So I went back to his channel and mentioned about the comments and sort of said that I sort of forgiven him for a while, I was away, but why did he do it? And he sent me a couple of messages apologising. I sort of copied the messages into Gary as well, as it happens, and I got one from him not very long ago saying that he was going to leave completely because of the way things have gone on. Now, he sounded fairly genuine, but it doesn't excuse what the guy did, and as I said, it does make me think that a lot of these people are maybe just misguided people. They don't realise the hurt they cause. That does not excuse it in one way or another. The trouble is that they are more or less encouraged to do this on this channel. If YouTube didn't allow these things to happen, if YouTube jumped on these people as quickly as they are reported, then they wouldn't see the opportunity to carry on. I'm sure this hater and lots of others see that nothing really happens to them, and that's the problem. It's a problem in wider world as well, isn't it? People don't get maybe what's coming to them. If we allow people to get away with this, whether it be haters, spams, abuse generally, then it will carry on and it will carry on. Something needs to be done, and YouTube need to realise that they have got to get this sorted out. We had other things, fairly trivial things like comment systems. They don't know what they're doing. We can see that they don't know their arse from their elbow, as we say over here. They don't know whether they're coming or going. They're getting too big. They don't realise they've been taken over by a big company. It's all the money god that we're praying to now. As I said before, money doesn't talk, it shouts, and I think we're seeing that here on this site now. It's unfortunate. This site has changed lots of people's lives in lots of different ways, for the good most of the time. Unfortunately, it's also had some people given them bad effects as well, as we're seeing here. People have left. We could have a very, very good site here. The potential for this site is, in my opinion, amazing if it's allowed to go that way, but YouTube are going about it all the wrong way. They put someone in there like Damien Estridge, and I do feel a bit sorry for the guy in some ways. He was an ordinary YouTuber who got drafted in and thought, oh wow, and like most of us would probably think, oh that's great, that'd be great, I can be the community advocate. And now I think they're using him as like a smoke screen, a shield, to sort of fend off all the slings and arrows that are coming their way for all the different reasons. It's not good enough. Personally, it just is not good enough. There is no excuse for ignoring hater threats. Now, as I said, some of these people might be fairly innocent, but there are probably some out there, and we all know of occasions probably where they might not be. You cannot take that chance. If someone reports a hater channel, a death threat, and that definitely was, if you saw that particular channel, it certainly suggested that that's the way that this guy was going. Whether he meant it or not, that doesn't matter. They only had to look at that channel, and that should have been taken down instantly. And I know for a fact, because the guy's told me in the message, that he's taken his channels down. It's not YouTube that's made him take them down. Even his one now, that is sort of a secondary account, which was supposedly a normal account, he took that down by his own will. YouTube had nothing to do with that. They might have stepped in since, so I understand, but after the horse has bolted, so to speak. Now, as I said, I'd like to stay on this site. I'd like everybody to stay on site. We keep going on about the community aspect, but we can only do our bits, can't we? And I think we are doing it a lot here on YouTube, but we need the support of the company. After all, it's us that makes this channel, it's us that makes this site what it is. I know that's an overblown comment and maybe we're inflating our egos, but without the videos of the ordinary video maker, whether it be myself or you other fellow vloggers, video makers, whether it be comedy videos, animation videos, anything that you do, without those videos YouTube would not be a viable site. The big boys have come in now, yes, I know, but they've come in because of people like you and me. They would not be here if they hadn't seen the potential of this site for the advertising revenue, etc, etc. Now, if we all disappear and go to another site, because that's one of the things, there's always somewhere else that we can go, and I don't think YouTube realise that. Someone else could start up another channel. We all know of alternatives that already exist. We could all go there. If we left, all that would be left afterwards would be all these big corporations, CBS, NBC, you can name them, or you see them all down the side of the bar, don't you? All the sort of featured channels and that, they're all the partners that have come from corporations, etc. All that would be left would be effectively a TV station, and that's what we've come here to avoid, most of us. So the whole reason for these people coming in the first place would have gone, and I think YouTube need to get that into their heads. They need to have a serious rethink of how they're going about dealing with the ordinary people. Now, any firm worth their weight will know that you have to look after your customers. We effectively are customers. I know we're part of the site in lots of different ways, but we are still customers. We are their providers. If you don't look after the little people, if you don't look after your customers, you have to keep the customers satisfied and all that, then you're going to go down the tubes. Sorry, a bit of a pun there, not meant to be. The site will always exist, I think, but something else will come along, and shareholders, etc., will not like it. Now, as I said, I want to see action. I don't want to see words. It's all right, Damien sort of putting his bits on there, and as I said, I feel a bit sorry for the guy, but YouTube themselves need to get their arses in gear, and they need to do it very, very quickly. Lots of people are getting very, very annoyed. I'm very annoyed by this particular issue. Someone who I class as a friend has been sort of subjected to death threats, and lots of other people, as I said, have had this thing as well, and it shouldn't happen. It should not happen one way or another. It doesn't matter how you sort of tidy it up and tart it up. It's something that shouldn't happen. It's something that shouldn't be allowed to happen. Now, YouTube have got a great opportunity. There are a lot of people sort of talking about this now, as they have in the past, and something needs to be done, and it needs to be done now. Sorry for the bit of a rant. As I said, I didn't really want to go down this road, but these are the things that have to be said sometimes. So I suggest YouTube, get your act together, otherwise you're going to see lots of people disappearing from this channel, going somewhere else and doing other things, or just I don't know what the alternatives are. But we've made friendships here we don't want to lose, I know that, but maybe we'll have to, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for your time. I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.